Good morning. Just waiting for people to join. Good morning, it's Thursday. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Instagram. It's Thursday, right? I think. So good morning, I'm just waiting for everyone to join, so bear with me. So just wait a few seconds and we'll jump on into our topic. Please, good morning. Please wave, that's always helpful. Thank you to those on Instagram that are sending me a wave. Those on Facebook, if anyone's out there, send a wave so I know you're there so I can dive in, okay? In the meantime, I'll take a sip of some coffee, and I don't know if you can hear my French bulldog snoring in the background, but she's apparently sleepy today. Yesterday she was a bit playful and wanted to be on camera, and today she's just completely passed out. There's no waking her this morning, so and she is snoring like a sailor. I don't think I don't know if you can hear her, but anyway, good morning. I'm doing well, thank you, Mary. How are you today? You know, I'm Dr. Tricia Pingel, and this is your morning checkup. And I know that I spend a lot of time talking about how stress has a negative impact on your health, and it does. But today I want to turn it a little bit more fun and look at ways that you can reduce stress on your body with fun activities. And that's what we're going to talk about. But you know, to me, this topic seemed timely because, as all of you are aware, there's all these conflicting views out there. I think we can all agree that all of us are under increased stress right now. Now, how that stress impacts us or how our life has been impacted by this pandemic differs between everybody. You know, some people have managed to keep their jobs, other people have lost them. Some businesses are thriving, others are having to close. I mean, this whole entire situation, you know, some people are sick or have family members that are sick, and some people don't know anyone who's been sick or been sick. So it's, you know, I think all of us have different perspectives. I think all of us are experiencing different realities, but we all are impacted and stressed, I think, by the situation, right? That we're having to adjust, whatever that may be. You know, there's a lot of loss. There's a lot of turmoil, misunderstanding, multiple viewpoints. Nobody knows what's real or not, right? So I thought that we could spend today talking a little bit about some of the fun things that you can do at home that have been proven to lower how that stress impacts your body. I mean, I've talked quite a bit about reframing and gratitude, and I think all of us, at least everyone I've spoken to, is really trying to embrace that. We're all really trying to just look at change and look at change and how that might grow us as people. You know, I think many of us, like I said, our lives have changed. They've changed in many different ways, and we have an option to grow from that, or we have an option to wallow in it. Me personally, I've had a very hard week. I think that in the end game, it will end up being a very positive period of growth for me, but doesn't make it any less difficult. And I think all of us are in situations like that right now, trying to make decisions on what's going to be best for us, our children, our family, the people that we surround ourselves with. And so hopefully all of you are trying to stay positive, trying your best to navigate through this situation. I have some questions on Instagram talking about easy breathing. Hello, good morning, Dr. Pingel. Breathing exercises and such. Yeah, we can talk about that as well, for sure. I'm going to talk about some fun ways that we can smile, right? And get a little laughter in our day. Because, you know, I mean, here in Arizona, we've been pretty much in our homes for 6 weeks, if not longer. And so I'm running out of jokes to tell with my children, you know, and I'm running out of things to watch on Netflix and Prime and whatnot, you know, to try to entertain me. We've redone the entire yard, you know. I've painted things and redecorated and moved things. I mean, I'm starting to run out of projects here, and I think it makes my brain go a little bit crazy. Do any of you relate? I bet. Anyway, I think most of us are here now, right? Okay, well, it is your morning checkup with Dr. Pingel. It's about 9:35 or so here in Arizona, very steamy Arizona, although our temperatures are supposed to drop a little bit. So some people are sharing their stories that they're going through. Thank you so much. You know, you're right. Someone's saying that their friend doesn't want to go out. And, you know, it's hard because everyone comes from a different perspective. I have some friends like that too. I'm respecting their choice to do what they need to do for them and for their health. Okay. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. Everyone's going to be in a different circumstance. All of our health is individualized. We are all in different positions. We all come in contact with different people. We have different regimens. So we just have to move with the times. Try FaceTime maybe. Maybe you can have lunch over FaceTime. That's what I've been doing with my friends like that. All right, so let's talk about some fun. So bottom line is, people who have fun and laugh have reduced stress. It's been proven. Laughter is medicine, right? I always try, for any of you that have met me, I always try to sneak some laughter in, some humor, even when we're talking about things, when I'm talking with patients about serious conditions, you know, we do the serious and then we try to think about ways to run with it and smile and end with gratitude and graciousness, because there is so much to be grateful for. There's a lot of loss, there's a lot of pain, but there's also a lot of joy. There's a lot of joy out there to be had, and it wants to be had right now, right? So we need to grab it and do it. So there was a groundbreaking study that showed that people who laugh frequently experience fewer negative emotions. Okay, and that's even if they were presented with high stress. They had less negative emotion because they laughed. Okay, if you think about children, I mean, I know my kids are laughing over silly little things all the time, and their stress level is very low, I think, because of it. They just find humor in everything. You know, they're boys. I mean, can make a funny noise and they'll laugh forever. They'll laugh for 2 hours, you know? And sometimes as an adult, I wish that I had that ability to laugh for 2 hours off a little tiny noise, right? I guess I need to work on that or find more humor in that. But definitely has been the basis for many of the programs that we see for anxiety and depression and other mental illness. They involve laughter. Right? They involve smiling and laughter and community. And I think we could take a lot of hints from that in trying to find a little bit more laughter in our day. Wouldn't you guys agree? So there's also been other studies that show that if you participate in activities that you enjoy doing, you lower your risk for serious chronic disease. Okay, so the key is just figuring out what you like to do. For me, I'm a Gemini, so I like to do 1,000 things depending on what mood I wake up in that morning. But I love to refinish cabinets and redecorate and refinish furniture and reorganize things. I organize closets for fun, which is made this isolation period. I think my house is probably the most organized it's ever been because I'm just running out of things to organize. Other people like to go outside and run, or they just like to chat with friends and have a cup of coffee. That's the part that I'm missing the most is seeing my friends and seeing the people that I interact with on a daily basis through practice or through work practice or through personal, just having that exchange of energy I miss. But I'm trying to find other ways to fill my soul with that, whether that's through FaceTime or video or talking to all of you, and reading all your comments. I know people are here. Can I come to your house? Through video, yes, I can. But you mean to organize? Yeah, I'd probably really enjoy that. So some of the activities that were in this study that were discussed to lower risk of disease, and there was a study, so it was seniors, and it followed how often they do activities. So if they did over an hour a day of activities versus under 30 minutes, they looked at their rates of dementia and chronic disease. And they found that those that had activities and hobbies for more than an hour a day or more had lower risk of dementia than those who didn't. And all they did, these were the activities they did, guys, that they measured. And these are all things you can do right now. You don't even have to leave your house. You ready? Read books, magazines, newspapers, board games, crossword puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, musical instruments, and card games. Now, we are a very musical household. My youngest son plays the drums, he plays the piano. My older son is more into theater, he likes to sing. All of us dance. Well, exception of my husband. He's not a huge dancer, but the kids and I dance. We're always doing something. We're always playing music in the house. My family was full of music. When I grew up, our holidays and our get-togethers were around guitars and singing and dancing and smiling and laughing. And those are the most joyous parts of my life and the part that I tap into when I feel alone. So turning on music that we used to sing when I was younger, or just cleaning the house to music or organizing something, really does have a health benefit. Sounds so crazy, but so easy, right? It's easy to turn music on. Music creates emotion. If you're really sad over something, I bet you know exactly what song to turn on to get those tears out, and then you feel better. I bet if you need to be uplifted, you know exactly what to listen to uplift you. There are certain songs that reconnect me with my mom and my dad who have passed. I have songs that remind me of my grandparents and of my friends, and I find myself smiling with memories, and those are positive things to my health and to your health if you can utilize these simple little tools, okay? So let's talk about some of the 5 ways that I think you can start to lower your stress right now from home without really anything. You don't need to pay for anything, and you don't need to go get anything, okay? While I'm doing that, what I would like to know is what all of you do to make yourselves laugh. If you guys could send me some comments, I want to know. What do you do? How do you make yourself smile when you're faced with sadness or fear or loss? Like, what do you do? What is your outlet? What makes you smile? That's what I would love to hear from you guys. So please start typing, and I'll tell you what I think, okay? All right. First of all, tons of studies on this, getting outside. Okay, getting outside has been proven to lower your stress levels. It also can be a lot of fun. Now, the crazy part is when they do all these studies, it's not a particular thing that you're doing outside. It's not saying, well, this person ran or this person gardened. It was literally showing that 20 to 30 minutes outside at least 3 times a week could decrease your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, by a rate of 21% per hour. 21% per hour, right? Didn't matter what they did. People did different things. Some just took a stroll, some rode their bikes, some did yoga, some just sat outside. Just the act of being outside can lift your spirits and lower your stress. Now, during this time, my husband and I shouldn't say I should give credit to my dear husband and my kids who have been shoveling rock. Oh my goodness, sorry. Bounced into my camera there, who have been shoveling rock to make our backyard pretty, but we've basically been rearranging plants and shoveling river rock and making the outside a little bit more beautiful so that on these days we can sit outside and just simply enjoy it. I notice my pets, Piggy, Hank, and Emma, sit on the patio every morning, and they just sit there and they listen to the fountain and they watch the birds, and so I'm trying to take lesson from them. Just being outside is beneficial, so do that for sure. If you can also do something you enjoy as far as exercise or stretching, or maybe distance yourself from your neighbor and have a little chat. Just because we're physically distancing doesn't mean we have to socially distance, okay? So we can still talk to our neighbor. We talk to ours over our wall. We love him. We have great neighbors, so on all sides. So, all of us going outside to take a walk, and we kind of just meet in the cul-de-sac, and we keep 20, 30 feet apart from each other and wave. And that's been just beauty. It lifts our spirits. We laugh, we tell jokes, we talk about the situation and try to make light of it the best that we can. And that's really all you can do, okay? Number 2, another very popular way to have fun and reduce stress is to sing. Now, here's the thing. In order to sing, you don't have to be a good singer, and that is evidented by me going around the house singing all the time. I cannot sing. I don't even want to know what I sound like. I purposely do not record myself, but just the act of singing has been shown to lower stress. Now, why? 1, it's fun, you're getting into the music, but 2, think about the breath work that is involved in singing. You have to take deep breaths in order to sing. And this comes back to breath work that can calm your body down. There's tons of meditative breath work. And by the way, for the person on Instagram who asked about that, I have some articles on my website. If you type in meditation or you type in breath, I'm sure they'll all pull up, talking about different breathing techniques and such that you can do. But if you don't want to sit there in silence and do it, well, then do it and sing. Why not, right? Turn on that music, sing. It obviously isn't going to burn as many calories as other types of exercise, but it is considered exercise, okay? So get in there, sing, work those upper muscles, and it's been shown to lower stress, not only because of the breath work, but because it releases endorphins and oxytocin, which are your feel-good hormones. And when you do that, it decreases cortisol output and has been shown to increase life expectancy because of that. So tell your kids to stop complaining that you sound awful when you sing and just sing. That's what I do. I embarrass them daily. And they get a good laugh over it, and so do I. So I guess it's a win-win no matter what, right? We're all laughing. So, and sing in the shower, do karaoke, whatever. Just have fun with it. On top of that, I am a huge dancer, always have been a dancer. And dancing is probably my favorite way to release stress. Since I was a little girl, I've danced ballet, jazz, hip hop. As an adult, primarily hip hop. I just love that style of dance. I love the ability to bring emotion through hip hop. There's so many different emotions in the types of songs that you do, anything from joy to anger to sadness and whatnot. And so it's fun to bring that out and to let those emotions out and just give it my all. So for me, I'm a dancer. My kids are also dancers. My youngest is a break dancer and my oldest is hip hop and break dancing as well. And we miss not taking classes right now. Really do. Me in particular. If any of you are out there that are actually in the dance class with me, my instructors who I know follow me here, I miss you guys. I miss that outlet. So I'm doing it at home. I can't say I'm as skilled at home without a leader, but hey, it's fun. But they have shown that if you do activities such as dancing for 5 minutes, it improves your problem-solving skills, and that dancing in particular experienced better mood levels, raises people's moods, okay? It also seems to reduce or release more endorphins than other aerobic activities. So you get the aerobic activity of any other, aerobic sport, but you get the mood lifting of dancing, which I think plays a huge role into the music component as well that we talked about earlier. So get dancing, get singing, let your kids laugh at you. Let your spouse laugh at you, because if everyone's laughing, that's the goal. The more we laugh, the better cortisol response, the better we feel, the more we can deal with all this stuff just flying around us right now, okay? Movies. How many of you like to watch a funny movie, and which ones do you recommend? I love comedies. I'm a fan of more like the 1980s John Hughes type comedy. However, some of the newer ones I've gotten a good laugh out of as well. My kids and I watched Uncle Buck the other day, and I always enjoy that one. John Candy was hilarious. So watching a funny movie has been shown to improve your overall health, okay? My husband and I also like to watch comedy, stand-up comedies, and when we're able to, we go to stand-up comedy. There's times I've been laughing so hard my stomach hurts. And I can say for the next 3 or 4 days after that, I feel great. I don't really have much stress at all. So laughter definitely is its own medicine. But there was a study at the University of Maryland that studied people who laughed while watching a funny movie, okay? And they noted that the participants' blood vessels dilated by 22%, which resulted in lower blood pressure and feelings of relaxation from laughter. So laugh, people, laugh. Lastly, and I'm sure all of you know my love of this particular fun activity to lower stress, and that's spending time with your pets. Any of you who were here yesterday had the joy of seeing my little piggy, who was very happy to say hello to all of you. Today, she is completely passed out by the window, snoring like a sailor. So she's not going to join us today, but I did also write a whole article on pet therapy. It's at drpingel.com. There is a ton of research on pet therapy. Now, I have many pets. I always have had pets. I think that when I was a child, whenever there was a stressful situation, my dog was the first thing I went to. I had a little dog named Smitty, and he was great. So now the Pingel household has 3 dogs. We have 2 bloodhounds, Hank and Emma, and we have our little French bulldog, Piggy, all of which have very different personalities, all of which are there at our side whenever we need them. We also have a cat, Louie, and if we can find him, he's very social. He likes to sleep on my clothes, which is why half the time I wear the same shirt again, like soon, because somehow he got a hold of my clean laundry and slept on it or something, but I don't care. I mean, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, we also have fish tanks, and I enjoy fish tanks. Pets have been shown to give laughter and joy, and giving your heart to somebody and taking care of someone always helps us get through these hard times, okay? So studies have shown that petting a pet or just sitting next to one relieves stress and lowers cortisol in both adults and children. So this brings me to how kids are handling this current situation. I mean, most of you out there are adults watching, I would assume, and we all have our own stresses going on right now, like I talked about earlier, you know, security, financial security, jobs, you know, wondering if we can leave the house, do we wear masks, how do we protect our parents, you know, all these things running through our heads. The kids don't have that, right? But they're still watching this whole situation. They're absent of their activities, they're absent of their friends, they're absent of school, their new teachers are us, okay? I'm not as good a teacher as the teachers, right? Not to mention trying to do other things too. So they're going through a lot of stress in their own way as well. And so pets is a nice way to kind of help them. I've noticed that our kids are far more attentive to our pets since being home, and that's okay. You know, I think it's good. I think turning on some music for them, letting them belt it out. If you have, I know sometimes we'll use the Xbox and play like Rock Band or something to that effect so that the kids can sing and dance and we can do stuff as a family. Looking for things like that, I think will only help during this time. So those are the 5 things that I'm recommending. Go outside, sing, dance, watch a funny movie, spend time with your pets. Try to recognize the joy that is surrounding you. Take a break from the negativity. Focus on things that you can do to lift your mood and improve your health. I really want to know what you do. I want to know what all of you do. I kind of get to know you as you're here. I see your comments. Some of you I've met before, some of you I haven't. And what I love is the suggestions that all of you offer to each other. So if there's a funny movie that I should watch or others should watch, or you have other great ideas of ways that you lift your spirits, what songs do you dance to? What's your favorite song? What type of dance do you do? Do you dance at all? You know, I want to know. Let's share this community. Let's get people involved today. Let's put our focus on something else other than everything else, which I think all of us have probably had enough of. I know today I think I'll spend a little bit less time reading. I don't know that I really want to read much more today. I'm going to focus on you guys. I'm going to try to dance. I'm going to try to belt out a tune, and maybe I'll get lucky enough to watch a funny movie this evening with my family and the dogs. So thank you to all of you that show up every single day. Once again, I'm Dr. Tricia Pingel. This is your morning checkup. I do have a website with wealth of information on these types of topics. Everything from how stress impacts chronic disease to reviews of herbs, essential oils, foods, recipes, all of that. drpingel.com. And if you like this, if this helps you, please share it. Thank you so much for all of your support. Please try to put a big smile on your face. And if anything, just laugh. Laugh over something and then take a recognize how that makes you feel and be my day, I'm telling you. Be gracious for that. Give gratitude to your ability to smile and laugh. It is so powerful. So anyway, guys, have a fabulous Thursday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.